But this, see, they clicked it again. Thoughts on Scientology. I hope like heck I've closed Scientology down, but the one reason I infiltrated Scientology on my own was, well, actually not really on my own, because what I did was just smart. I had my husband, Ronnie Windsor, of 24 years, stand behind me while I made the account on an national Scientology page. Now, if you want something scary, go make an account on that page with somebody watching you. Chris Dufresne, who is Sylvia Browne's son, after his mom passed away, asked me to infiltrate Scientology. Now, his mom, Sylvia Browne, the psychic, and she'd done a lot of research unknown to me about Scientology. Now, I myself did it on regular cults. I had anti-cult training as a teenager. I'm not sure if it was before or after I was confirmed as Episcopalian, probably after, but there was a satanic cult here in Salisbury, and a lot of people didn't understand Satanism then. So, they had us trained in the event that one of us would be abducted. We were trained in what marijuana smelled like. I mean, my dad was supervisor of drug and alcohol abuse at the time. They had to give him that job after he was indicted for embezzlement. $7.25 from a Coke machine, which when I worked at Bennett Middle as a one-on-one with a gifted autistic child, he also gave me extra quarters. So I just found it highly amusing that my dad would have been there, but apparently he's still there, according to the rumors I'm hearing. So nothing's been verified. But anyway, I digress. Scientology. I have proven, at least to myself and hopefully to my psychiatrist at the hospital, that it is mind control. Scientology's goal is, or was, worldwide domination. They wanted us all to be robots. So, any job you had was good. And for instance, I was like, oh, I know the sheriff of Wacoco County, Maryland. They're like, well, he can provide security. And I'm going, mm. So I had written him, and I had written the lieutenant that was in charge of Barrack E, what I was about to do. So I found out through watching several talk shows that Leah Remini was on. She was exiting Scientology at the time, and she told me that on the talk show, through the talk show at the talk, about shunning, and then I realized what my local church was doing to me, and that was before I had made the National Scientology account. I didn't know about shunning. We didn't do that at St. Peter's. We never, discussed why somebody left. Gossip was just not permitted. So, at any rate, I kept thinking about her and her situation, and I found out that National Scientology has an exit review, which I did, and then my local church, Community Christian Church, they took back over, which stunned my psychiatrist at the mental ward at PRMC in Salisbury, Maryland, I think. I like to think he did. But anyway, when I started doing all of this, I didn't do it with any thought of any credit given to me, nothing like that. I thought of Leah, Remini. I think she was on the King of Queens, but I do remember her from her small stint on Celebrity Apprentice. When I lived on South Boulevard in the townhouses that are back there, what is now Community of Joy in Salisbury, Maryland, guess what? It was Church of Scientology. Those members had to go somewhere. I was invited to Community of Joy also, and did not take the woman up on the invitation. So, yeah. And I do know that Scientology was after Bret Michaels for years, but that's not why I joined Scientology. I joined Scientology National with the intention, not only because Christopher asked me to, but with the intention of ending the organization. I had dreamt about L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard was very angry that his Scientology and Dianetics have been taken the wrong way. I keep thinking like I see something up front, but it's a storm coming in, bugging me. Now, if we don't have Scientology anymore, my guess is that, yes, like, I don't know for sure, but my guess is that the members are going to go to somebody else, like ISIS or ISIL, somebody with mind control programming, so they feel more comfortable. Buzzwords, Scientology, training. You need to do training with you. Targeted individual, that would be me. Anybody, Leah Remini, when I signed on Twitter with my new account, first thing Scientology said, block her. Do not have anything to do with her. Don't do an association with her. Now, I later found out that this was because she had not done her exit interview from regular Scientology. That's when I Twittered her and said, do your exit interview. I don't know whether she got the message or not. I hope and pray that she did. That's Christopher Ray listening to me with a little that you see me do. That's not me. That's Christopher Ray. At any rate, I found out quite a bit about regular cults. There's a great website called Cults 101, and it's really weird, but you may be in a cult and not even know it. I know Scientology has infiltrated the Uprising. If you thought you were safe at the Uprising in Hebron, Maryland, you're not. If you thought you were safe at Emmanuel Wesleyan in Salisbury, Maryland, you are not. I have called several people and left messages, and I know Salisbury City Police in Maryland has been infiltrated by Scientology. I know even Maryland Sheriff's Department has Scientology in it. And you may not know that your best friend, or the one that keeps always inviting you to church, and saying you have to go to church somewhere. They mean Scientology, more than likely. Another rule of thumb about religious cults in general. They usually hit you after a death. In our case, it was after the death of Ronnie's parents. And Ronnie's parents had died within 90 days of each other, and boom, we were invited right away. Neighbor's case, she was invited right after her grandmother passed away. You're in a very vulnerable state when somebody dies. If you don't know a reputable psychic, or you're not of God like I am, most people lose it. They really do. But yeah, they swiped us right up, and they saw a good thing coming. Oh, hello. Misty popped up here. So, because I was a bad girl and did my exit interview correctly from Scientology, Community Christian Church took over and moved in my neighborhood. They got very nasty very quickly. They've now got software. Hi, Misty. Are you making a cameo? I'm not doing this with the intention of getting on Oprah, but what I'm doing this with the intention of, because I saw that she had Leah on, and I can pronouncing this like that because her last name is I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but I'm doing this in the hopes that this gets to her before the Oprah Where Are We Now about Scientology show. So Leah, if you're listening, there's a local church in your area that has taken over for National Scientology if you've done your exit interview. This is what she's doing. She's meeting me. Oh, this is my shirt. I have issues. If you think Eeyore has issues. Anyway. So, yes, there is Scientology in the White House. Dianetics is 5 minutes from the White House. And, luckily I did not go to Dianetics, but I'm pretty sure Leah Remini did. She's going to need extensive meds to help her deprogram. And with the technology they have now, she can get a portable IV and have it done while she's out and about. What concerns me about Scientologists, like Tom Cruise, he got on the Oprah Winfrey show. He got exactly what he was promised. I was promised the Oprah Winfrey show. That is scary to me. I was promised the Oprah Winfrey show. Even after the Oprah Winfrey show had ended. The Oprah Winfrey show ended May 25th, 2010. That was the same year Poison tour started, and it was also my daughter's birthday in 2010. So, I had gone to the Catholic Mass at New Year's Day Catholic Mass at St. Francis de Sales School. St. Francis de Sales in Salisbury, Maryland. I had gone to the Catholic Mass that day, and with the right intentions. I don't know, I keep hearing somebody say thank you. I don't know why I'm saying that. But at any rate, I'm going ahead with what little information I know about Scientology. If you've been on my account, Melissa M. Windsor or Melissa Margaret Windsor, those are the only two accounts I have. Don't believe any other. I have a Facebook page associated with me called I Am Minister Missy. That's my Facebook page. For some reason, it's not being seen by the general public. I would love to know why, but I bet it's Scientology. Yeah, so your coworker could be a Scientologist and you would never know it. Now, this to me screams terrorist activity as well. It's a religious cult. They do it in their church's name. And they don't care what happens to you as a person because they know they can take over your mind no matter what level you are, because there's different levels in Scientology. I found out there's low level, medium level, high level. And they do, when they're mad at you, they take over your mind, and they don't let you sleep for hours on end. So that's their discipline. They used Oprah Winfrey as a stepping stone for many years to get people in their cult. Even though she is not a part of it, to my knowledge, yeah, they used her as a way to get people in Scientology. So, I'm going to stop now because I'm almost at 15 minutes. I understand I can't make a video on a free account with YouTube for under 15 minutes. Over 15 minutes, so I am going to stop for this right now, but Leah, I hopefully ended Scientology with you in mind. Not Tom Cruise, not anybody else, with her in mind. Thank you. I am Minister Missy.